Folks, how are y'all doing today?
Doing well.
Good.
I'm going to sneak over here. And ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing? All right, go ahead and stand at ease. I'm Major Jeff Olesko. I'm the Executive Officer here at the Dallas MEPs. On behalf of Colonel Alexander, who's our Commanding Officer, I want to, thank you guys for your patience. I know even though it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it has been a very long day for some of you guys. So thank you for bearing with us. And two, again, though some of you I probably saw in the command brief this morning, I want to thank you guys for being here. Less than 1/2% of America will ever volunteer to serve in the armed forces. And you guys have done that today, and we're very excited to have you. For my family members, I hate talking with my back to you. For my family members, thank you guys for being here today. Thank you guys for your patience as well. Ground rules, we'll hit them up right off the bat. There are none. Take as many pictures and video as you'd like to. If you can't see from where you are right now, get to where you can, act like you own the place, and move so you can see your loved one. And again, thanks so much for coming today. For you guys, before we get on with the ceremony, I had 2 administrative questions for you, so bear with me. Have you guys been briefed on, and do you understand the DoD separation policy, restrictions on personal conduct in the armed forces, and the UCMJ Articles 83, 85, and 86?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. And the most important question I'm going to ask you all day today, do any of you have any questions or reservations about enlisting at this time?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, folks, 20 years and 5 months ago, I was on the other side of this podium. I gave her this one for my first time. And I can tell you, at 17, signing an 8-year contract with the Marine Corps, I was nervous as heck. Anyone nervous today about joining the armed forces? Y'all are lying. Lying. But that's okay. I can tell you also, looking back on it 20 years later, it was the best decision ever made in my entire life. Not just for the opportunity that it gave me personally, which have been fantastic, but really for the opportunities to help other people. Folks, today you're going to swear your oath to support and defend the Constitution. You guys are going to be defenders of constitutional rights. Your own, which is super, those of your family members and loved ones, a lot of which are here in this room, but also for millions of Americans you guys have never even met before. Folks, that's an amazingly selfless thing you're getting ready to do. You're going to potentially put yourself in harm's way to make sure that a total stranger is able to cherish the ideals that we hold dear as Americans. I look at it really from 2 perspectives. One, as somebody who's wearing this thing right along here with you, I'm just excited as heck to have you guys on the team. Because maybe a year or 2 from now, we'll find ourselves in some faraway place helping some people that couldn't help themselves. But I also look at it as a citizen. Because before I walked into this room, or for some of you, before I met you this morning at the command welcome brief, I was one of those millions of Americans you guys hadn't met before. And you are still coming here today to swear in to support and defend my constitutional rights and freedoms. And for that, I just want to say thank you for you guys being willing to do that. Because it truly, I understand the amount of sacrifice that we're going to ask of you, and I'm greatly appreciative for you guys being willing to make that. Again, it's an all-volunteer force, but it takes people like yourselves to volunteer. So with that being said, you guys ready to swear in?
Yes, sir.
All right. Paparazzi behind me. We got cameras ready for swearing in. Before we do, I need to do 3 things, okay? Number 1, I need you to bend your knees. Make sure you're not going to pass out on me. Because that face first off this curb is no good. Number 2, I need you to take a nice big deep breath. Just because that feels really, really good to do. And then number 3, and the most important, I need you to just clear your mind. Clear your mind of how ridiculously early we woke you up this morning, of how absolutely awful the eggs were at breakfast, of how long it took you to get here into this room, and focus instead on the words we're about to say. Again, we're swearing our oath to the Constitution, not to a person, not to a political ideal, not to a service, to the Constitution of the United States, a document that really has represented who we are and the rights and freedoms that we hold dear for the last 3 centuries. And you guys are now going to become part of that legacy. You guys ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Do we have any Texas National Guardsmen in the room? Anyone join the Texas National Guard today? 1 oath. Perfect. 1 oath only. Detail. Attend. Hut. Applicants to be sworn in. Please raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I state your full name.
I
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
That I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I will obey the orders of the President
that I will obey the orders of the President
of the United States of America
of the United States of America
and the orders
and the orders
of the officers appointed over me,
of the officers appointed over me,
according to regulations
according to regulations
and the Uniform Code
in the Uniform Code
of Military Justice.
of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands down. Family members, please help me welcome the newest members of the Armed Forces. Well, congratulations. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dismiss you. You're going to have a seat in the desks that you guys just came from, and we're actually going to sign your contracts, okay? Any questions for me before we dismiss you?
No, sir.
Super. Detail. Dismissed. Family members, you guys rolling done yet? Because I want you guys, if you would, to come back and watch them sign their contracts as well, okay?